Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a bit here since I recorded. I got a I got a new computer, I got a new monitor. I went to Philly. There's been a lot of stuff. The COVID has happened, which has hit me very directly with my job. Of course, I'm a cook, so. But anyway, I did manage to have some time to partake in the OLT. Number 5. I've played, I think, in two of those now, two or three of them. I can't even remember. But went pretty good actually. I made top 8 with this deck here. I slept through my round 1, so I took a round 1 loss. But then I played my rounds 2 through 5, and my round 2 I tied. I honestly really do believe that I had that game won. Unfortunately, it just kind of that game dragged quite a bit, and then I just decided to enter my final turn of time because I was bored. And then I won my next 3 rounds, ended up getting into top 8 with a 3-1-1. And then I ended up playing Brian Fogler, and I got to level 4 Dende, 4 anger, and unfortunately just couldn't get enough anger to win the game. It was really, really good game, though, really tight. Um, but anyway, it was pretty good, and Brian, of course, ended up winning. That matchup was Mr. Supreme Kai, but I made some last-second changes. I think I maybe got like a game or two on before I tried, I might have made some changes. I might have even. I don't even know if I got a game on with the final changes, but I really like this list. I think it's pretty solid. Again, can always float around, but it worked out really well for me. Definitely some card choices that I will mention that could definitely change around a bit, but we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the deck here. Of course, just 1 through 4. All 7 Earth Dragon Balls. Again, we're just gonna play off the consistency that he gets from them with Dende's creation. Of course, these numbers haven't really changed from the last build. I think growth has always been at 2, but I went from 2 aggressive drill to 1, and then I threw in assistance drill. One of assistance drill is really, really clutch. It's just like playing Black Spoon's drill. So, um, could it go to 2? I think it would slow down the deck a lot to try to go to 2 and play off that, but one of it's, I think, plenty enough. Because you only need it really once or twice. And building up. But and then we went to 2 heroic assistants. I think I had a heroic plan in my last build. I took that out. I just found that I didn't need it, honestly. The whole plan of it was to be able to grab aggressive drill and like Dragon Clan, with which I do not have pulled out. Whoops. There we go. There we go. But I never ended up doing that when I was playing with heroic plans. So um, but this is enough here. Of course, Clan, Radar, um, are always going to be there. 2 heroic assistants. This card is, just like the backup grab for the most part, but it is pretty cool. I do just like having this card. It's fun. It's a not banished after use card either, so it is very easy between that and aggressive drill to loop those with healing aura. Um, we'll go to the events real quick. I ended up running triple tug. I had Maxwell in here, and I'm just cutting it entirely. Just felt like I just didn't really need it. I liked Tug of War more, and Tug of War came in really clutch. I played against like 3 ally decks, and Tug of War made those matchups a breeze. And it's the fact that it's a shuffle and it's alluring or 2 means it's like not an attack, so that the anger deck can't block this card. They're gonna have to sphere it, which they usually never do. And you're uninteracting them, -2 anger, giving yourself an anger, so it's always good. A lot of times I've had problems in the past with this deck running out of pile, I guess, but the way that's built now, Tug of War is really clutch. Halt is definitely OP as hell. I hate this card. It's so stupid good. I got so much value out of it, um, especially in the tournament, especially against Brian Fogler. I think I played it like 3 or 4 times, and then I had it in my hand for like 3 turns, and he just didn't play anything because I had it. Energy Sphere at 1, Sensing at 1. Overtime went down from a 3 to 2. I just felt like this card lost its value when I took out things like Maxwell. I took out Onslaught out of the deck. They just weren't consistent. Like Maxwell was just consistently like never a card that I wanted to draw. It felt like, and then Onslaught was not ever getting me more than 1 anger. Sometimes I'd run on a pile. So over time, because it was mostly combo angry card. But I cut it to make space for other things, so I don't really miss it at 3. It could go back to 3, but I think a 2 is fine. It's a good card nonetheless, though. But Sansing, Heroic Sphere, Energy Sphere, and Halt all put in work. Sansing, of course, mostly for like the play effect, but it's kind of one of those cards that like I could definitely see myself cutting. But I like that it's non-styled, or it's a styled card. That's mainly why I like it. Has some synergy with like Headlock, so. Go to the blocks real quick. 2 Healing Aura again. I've tried this card at 3. It's just never consistent enough at 3 where it's getting a card every time. But at a 2, it's really good. Also, I tried this card. I threw this card in making Barricade. This is incredible. This is one of the reasons why I cut Overtime, or one of the reasons why Overtime can go to 2, because Overtime to grab a Surge is really important for my comboing. But being able to shuffle my ball with like level 1 and then go grab another one on the defensive with to go then shuffle it away with level 2 is just huge. Really, really, really valuable card because I'm just always like clearing my table of balls. So I'm usually always playing this for effect, and it's another Omni, which just helps make this deck a lot more defensive. There's just a very high endurance count on the actual cards in the deck, especially in the attack line. I think every attack in the deck has endurance right now. It does. Every attack on my deck right now has endurance. Plus most of my blocks have endurance. Of course, 3 hybrid, just because it's bread and butter. We got 3 duck because this card's amazing. It's 2 anger, me block 3, and buffer at 3. So again, a lot of endurance. 4 of my 6 blocks. Oh, Time is Warrior's Tools in. I don't know how. I did this really fast and I pulled these out, but of course Time is still in here. Time should be in here. Oh. Do I not have Time as a Warrior? Oh my god. I don't even have Time as a Warrior's Tool in this. I don't know how that got cut. Somehow, I actually played the tournament without Time as a Warrior's Tool. And I was like, damn, I didn't play Time as a Warrior's Tool once. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I don't even have Time in this deck, so Time could definitely make a spot. I don't know where right now, but maybe over Silencing. But yeah, I didn't even run Time in this deck. There's just enough good Omni blocks. Would Time have helped me in any of my matchups today? I mean, I don't know, depending on what card I cut for it, I guess. But yeah, I might get matched against Fogler. I mean, Sansing is probably one of the least impactful. As far as the cards I've mentioned so far, Sansing is sometimes very impactful and sometimes not. I usually don't ever want to sequence it first, but so I could see this card going for my Time. That'd be my Time as Warrior's Tool slot. But we have 3 grab, 3 headlock, 3 right throw, all very good in their own right. Grab is just amazing. I played against a lot of ally decks. This and Tug, and Double Strike just means like no allies. Just the setup kill is huge too. Black Searching Technique is a card that I hate. It's so good in crippling, so like being able to knock those out is really good. Headlock I didn't really play much. It's got some anti-anger, but mainly it's a free anger card in the sense that like doesn't cost us stages, so it's got endurance. I honestly didn't. I think I played it like one time in the OLT. Otherwise, like I always took it for endurance. So, but it's a welcome card. Right throw again, amazing. You tutor with like growth on 3 and 4, and you win the game. Closing out the game is super easy once you get up there. The energy attacks are really interesting. So Silencing is again a card that I could see cutting, but we'll go into the cards. I ran 2 Overhead Blast, 2 Focus Assault. These are the cards that kind of ended up taking Maxwell and Onslaught spot. Overhead Burst, I only used the parenthetical like once, but I do like it. Yeah, I know it's a hit anger, but it's just ultimately felt better than Onslaught for me at least. Because I just never really was getting the double use out of Onslaught. Whereas Focus Assault mostly came in because it was like, hey, Maxwell's not giving me anger, and Wallbreaker instantly kills my deck. There's plenty of attached stuff out there enough that like 2 of this card is good. It's got 2 endurance, so it actually came in really nice. I didn't have to kill any Wallbreakers, but I did kill like a coordinated effort and something else. It helps get rid of black capture, which is nice. I mean, there's enough cards floating around that this card really wasn't too terrible. I actually kind of like it. You can't, unfortunately, destroy Dragon Balls with this because your Dragon Balls aren't considered attached cards for your effects. But it was still not a bad card, not a bad card at all. But this definitely, I think, as far as attacks go, those two are the probably the most likely to be cut. Are like Overhead Blast and Assault. Headlock, while I didn't get much use, can be really useful in certain matchups. Got Double Strike at 2. Anything past 2 is just too much for this card in this deck currently. I like it, but it's 2 of it is pretty good. Resourceful Shot, I didn't use once. I rarely ever use this card. This card is only good in the Dragon Ball matchup, and that is it. And even then, it's like, if I see Double Strike, I generally want to see Double Strike more than this card. So this is another one that's like, I'll throw it right in the batch with Overhead Blast and Focused Assault that are definitely like chopping block cards. I've tried it with and without. Then there's been times where I had it at 2, and at 1 it's okay. It's a threat, but excuse me. And then 3 Surge, because Surge just feels your level 1 and 2. Feels right throw. At worst, you go grab like ball 6 or something, or you grab whatever ball you want, but it's mostly just adding consistency to your level 1 and 2. Same with Barricade. But definitely, the list is pretty cool. I talked to Wayne Beatus, and we were talking about this deck, and he was talking about how he thought Herd Quest and maybe Inheritance would be good, and way in my original testing, I think I had those 2 cards, but I shuffled my balls too much to where I wanted to use those. I could see Inheritance coming in, but a lot of times too I was playing against manipulative decks a lot and other stuff that just banish pile, so I guess I didn't really have the problem that I usually get of running out of discard pile. So maybe Inheritance has got its time to come back and shine, but I also don't like that card really relies on you having the right ball out, and I don't always want to play Earth 3 or Earth 2 to make Inheritance useful. Targeted Strike, again, is a cool card, but it wasn't consistent enough having to hit. And then a lot of times, again, I would like not have Earth 3 out, or I'd run out of pile. But yeah, as far as cards that are float, like these 5, and I'd say Sansing. I like the 3 Tug. Honestly, I'd rather run 3 Tug than run Maxwell. But that's me. If anger really becomes a problem for me, I mean, I have ball 2 loop. In an anger matchup, I will prioritize getting creation, so I can ball 2 them, and then I ball 5 the ball 2, shuffle it back in, and then I go play ball 2 again. You know, so, and at times I can usually race pretty well. So it's all just dependent, I suppose. But I don't really have MPPV issues usually. If I draw bad, I draw bad. So, but I think the deck's pretty good. I think it was a lot of fun playing it, considering I was level 4 anger, and it was literally just kind of came down to draws. I just drew too many cards that didn't give any anger in the last like 2 turns, and I got like black energy webbed. You know, what can you do? So, but anyway, guys, really cool list. Try it out. It's really fun. You have some really cool chain angering with Earth 3, and level 1 and 2 are just so cool. I love these 2 levels. They're just super clutch. The crit on 2 is actually super clutch. Kind of throwback to like Premier Piccolo 2, and then the level 1 is just stupidly consistent. But anyway, guys, I really like this deck. Honestly, still my favorite fantasy deck right now. And I definitely think, at least in a, I don't know, in a world of this sea of Vegetos and Gohans, I think this deck can hang. I think you definitely got to sequence properly against those decks, but Earth 2 and Earth 3 really like lets you hang in. So maybe running some more cards to use Dragon Ball effects, like Wayne was saying, would be a really good change to this right now. I'm playing against a lot less back manipulative, so it's making it more tantalizing to Earth 3 spam. But anyway, guys, take it easy. Peace.